Good afternoon guys, and you join me here from Campion Park in the centre of Gibraltar, and today we're going to be checking out one of the best day trips you can do from Gibraltar here. We're going to be crossing the border to Spain, where we'll be catching another bus to the beautiful town of Tarifa. So come on guys, let's go, join me. Good afternoon everyone, this is a familiar sight here. We're crossing the border onto Spain and heading for Tarifa. Now we're at the bus station. The bus has arrived about an hour and a half late, and I'll explain the reason why in a second. So the bus is now travelling along the Straits, and we have arrived at Tarifa bus station, a very small bus station here. So after an interesting journey and slightly delayed, we have made it here to Tarifa. Now we're going to head from the bus station here up the main street here to our first place, Puerto Jerez, and this is the gates of the old city, so come and join me. This little news article, it's in Spanish, but I will translate it. So what we have here is one motorist killed and 41 injured in a crash between a motorbike and a bus in Tarifa. Now, we were aiming to catch the 10:30 bus, but we didn't catch that bus. We caught the 2 o'clock bus. And we're very lucky we didn't catch the 10:30 bus, because this is what happened to the 10:30 bus to Tarifa. So that would have ruined the video already, although it may have given me an opportunity to create some other type of content maybe. Anyway, as you can see, 41 people were injured on this bus, 18 were taken to hospital, and it was the Seville to La Linea route that crashed, and that would have been our bus if we didn't take the later one. So very, very lucky we are. But back to the story. A very lucky escape there, but now it's back to Spain's windiest city, and here we are. We're arriving at Puerto Jerez. This is the main gate to the old town. Now the old town is sort of set up like a Moroccan Medina. You can see the similarities, as there is an old ancient wall that goes round the town, and there's loads of little streets and alleyways, and well, I'm going to show you exactly what I mean. Anyone's been to Morocco may be able to find the similarities. You've got to remember, we're actually only about 3 miles away from Morocco. But anyway, back to Tarifa, and this in my opinion is one of the most beautiful towns in the whole of Spain. So we're going to go down one of the main shopping streets now. We're just going to stick our head into some windows, see what we can find. Siesta time now, so things are closed still, but what we can find are lots of these lovely bakeries around everywhere, and we did stop in a bakery to have some pastries and things to eat, some savoury stuff I think. So we can see, got the old leather shop there, loads of little boutique shops here, as you're going to see, especially in the evening, and they do stay open late. So our plan today is we're going to go to the church, have a little look at that, and then we're going to turn around and we're going to walk past the port, and I actually want to find the border, the specific border between the Mediterranean Sea and the Atlantic Sea, and there's a special spot you can go to in Tarifa, bearing in mind this is the most southern point in Europe. So there is a place we can go and see the demarcation between the Mediterranean Sea and the Atlantic Ocean. But for now, let's have a little walk around Tarifa town centre. As you can see, lunchtime, the bars, the restaurants, they're all full. So many tourists down here. Absolutely fantastic to see. I couldn't recommend this town enough. If you're coming from Gibraltar, if you're driving, it's only about 40 minutes. If you're taking the bus, it's 1 hour and it's €5 each way. So there we are, that's the bakery on the right hand side that we stopped in. Now we're going to arrive at the end of the boulevard, and then we're going to start making our way to the port, passing the castle as well. So there we are, you've got a old church there. So guys, I hope you're enjoying our little tour of Tarifa so far, and as you can see, it's such a beautiful town here. It's actually one of my favourite towns to visit, especially locally to Gibraltar. So come on, we're going to take a look through the streets and see what's going on here. So let's just do a little pan shot of the main boulevard here. Make our way to the port. So, I've got myself a selfie stick a year after starting the channel. And well, this is its first outing, so yeah, just trying it out. What you've got to remember, as I said before in the video, Tarifa is a very, very windy place. So it's very, very difficult to talk into a camera, even with a mic, because the wind just picks it up. So this video is going to be filmed first and then I narrate over it, normally in the same day. So here we are. I've climbed up the side to the castle here just to get some shots of the port. This is where you catch the ferry to Morocco. It's the fastest ferry, it takes 35 minutes and takes you straight into the city of Tangiers. It's the entrance to the port there with the castle in the background. From what I remember, I think the castle is over 1,000 years old. Absolutely magnificent building there. So as you can see, there's the port. We're going to walk all along this till we arrive at Playa Chica. Now this is the small beach. That's literally what it translates to. And as you can see, because of the fierce wind, I don't know if you can hear that in the background. Probably you can. It's not a great day for sunbathing. We're just going to take a little look now at the beach. It's a beautiful beach, and when it is a calm day, fantastic place to sit down. But the truth is, I am getting absolutely whipped by sand, and it's actually cutting. You know, it's really painful, so I'm not going to spend too long on here. You're not going to get a full beach review. But yeah, we're coming very close to the demarcation line. And this is Lance's beach here. Now this is the longest beach. I think it goes for about 8 kilometres. And this is the famous beach for windsurfing. You can see one guy windsurfing out there. Well, the winds are very, very strong today. And it is the 8th of August. So it's still 30 degrees and we're slap bang in the middle of summer. But the wind is still ferocious. You've got to remember, when visiting Tarifa, I would say 80% of the time it is windy. I have visited Tarifa when there has been no wind, and it is absolute paradise. But a lot of people watching this video, and a lot of people anticipating and planning to come to Tarifa, will be coming for the windsurfing. So absolutely fantastic conditions for that, guys. But we've reached the point where we're coming up to the demarcation line of the oceans here. So we've got the Mediterranean Sea to our left, and you can see that characteristic blue colour of the Med. Playa Chica to the left, and Morocco over there in the distance, and we've got the Atlantic Ocean. Lance's beach going in the distance there. This is the windsurfing beach, the most beautiful and the most vast beach Tarifa has to offer. Absolutely fantastic. It looks like the desert. Camera didn't pick it up really well, but when the sand was whipping through, it provided some really good shots. And you can see how windy it is. For me, trying to film here was absolutely impossible. When coming to Tarifa, and especially in August, you have to try the local speciality. And the local speciality here is tuna. As most of the fishermen that fish the tuna come from Tarifa here. So we're going to one of the best restaurants to try out this elusive fish. Join me. So a favourite restaurant of mine, La Palmera. We come here, so we're going to try this bit of tuna wrapped in phyllo pastry. You get 3 different types of tuna as well, and we had a paella. I'm not much of a food blogger, but just to let you know, that was an absolutely delicious dish. Lots of beautiful food there, and we've been there previously. But anyway, the evening is setting in now, so the shops are open. And let's just have a stroll about this beautiful town. I'm going to stick my head in some of the shops here so you can see what kind of things are for sale in Tarifa. As I say, full of boutique shops, lots of crafty stuff. We're going to take a little look up this alley. Parrot Street, this one is called. We're just going to have a look, see what we find. It's very easy to get lost in the old town here in Tarifa. We've got a little square coming up and you can see restaurants and bars starting to reopen. Absolutely fantastic. Almost all the buildings here are whitewashed. It's just an ideal place to visit. Got a lovely street here again with boutique shops. Beautiful trees and flowers line the street. Some pretty hippie shops. Some nice restaurants and bars. Absolutely fantastic nightlife here in Tarifa. And we'll glimpse a slight peek at that later on in the video. So as I say, only a 45-minute journey from Gibraltar if you're going by car. So what we're going to do is we're going to walk around the outside of the old city walls and we're going to enter the old city via the market. We've got some restaurants here along this boulevard and a mini fun fair as well, you can see on the left. So yeah, the wind hasn't settled down that much, but the weather is still 30 degrees and I think Tarifa has an average annual temperature of 20 degrees. So what we can see here are paintings, murals on the wall depicting fishermen fishing swordfish and tuna. The bluefin tuna is embedded into Tarifa's culture and history, and to come to Tarifa and not try the endangered bluefin tuna is an absolute crime. You have to try it. It's absolute beautiful fish. That's if you're into fish. I'm sure if you're not, you'll find plenty of other options. So let's stick our head in to some of these cool shops. As I say, the evening's starting to set in now. Have a little play with the selfie stick. I'm pretty happy with this. I don't have too many tools. I just use my phone mainly. Editing, filming, you know. But now we've got the selfie stick, I feel like the entourage is getting bigger. So here we are, we can see the wind blowing the displays here. But it's also refreshing as well. You don't feel like you're in the burning hot sun all day, as in some parts of Gibraltar or indeed other parts of Andalusia. Some beautiful surf shops here. I just like the colours. Feels very tropical as we make our way through the streets of the old town one last time today. We start to see it get really busy now. It's around about 9 o'clock in the evening. The sun's just about to set here. And what a fantastic day it has been. I just wish I had more time here. A lot of people come here for the day, and if you have the chance to stay the night, do it, because there is a lot to see here. They've got some great excursions as well with whale watching. You can go to Morocco for the day. Some friendly people waving at the camera there. I love that. I love when people interact with the camera. I think that's awesome. So here we go. The streets are really coming alive now. I'd say it's about 10 o'clock or just coming up to 10 o'clock. The shops are still open, so there's definitely late night shopping here in Tarifa. The bars are filling up. There's a big mix of tourists and locals on the streets, and it just gives the town such an amazing vibe. As you can see there, people heading out, and I kind of wish I was staying too, but unfortunately that's not possible this evening. As we make our way out of the old city, we're going to head back to the bus station to catch the last bus that leaves Tarifa at 10:15. Again, that's €5, and I bought our tickets there in return at the same time. So thank you for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed that. So that's it from me here in the beautiful city of Tarifa. I hope you enjoyed that. I think you would agree with me that this is a fantastic day out from Gibraltar. But from me, I'm going to finish the video here, and I'll see you all on the next adventure.